Real Scene TV is brought to you by Top Shelf Productions.
Welcome to Real Scene TV, coming to you from our studios at the 247 Sky Bar.
Here's what's coming up tonight.
We're behind the scenes at Flashdance the Musical.
I'm hanging out with the cast of Life Inside Out.
I'm here at the Heartland Film Festival.
And we're headed to a Halloween party downtown at O'Reilly's Pub. Plus, Radamez joins us and hangs out with the cast of No Ordinary Hero. And tickets to see Steve Vai at the Egyptian Room on November 6th. Real Scene TV starts now.
Hello, I'm Super Duffy. And you're watching Real Scene TV. Come on!
We love taking you behind the scenes at Broadway Across America shows. And unlike in the past, we get to take you behind the scenes with the technical people who make the shows happen. Real Scene TV's got the exclusive look at the technical side of Flashdance the Musical.
Let's make some noise! Hooray!
When we do our job correctly, you don't think about us.
Yeah.
You think, oh wow, great show. You don't think, oh, great lights, great set, great sound. You just think great show. Because it really is, a collective package of everybody's efforts to make this come off. It's, a lot of people don't think about the crew, but we love being backstage in the dark. I can't stand out there and sing. Are you crazy?
So now I am here with Curtis, and he's the electrician for Flashdance the Musical. Now tell me, what exactly is your job?
During the show, I follow along, run the cues as we go. But otherwise, pre-show and post-show, it's maintenance. These two consoles here look the same. This is actually just a backup console here, so if something happened and this console were to fail during the show, this one would take over and no one would know the difference.
They're checking each thing, and they're checking each trick and each piece to make sure that it is in precise working order, so that when the audience comes in and when you start doing the show, everything works as you want it to do. This piece here is pushed out manually. They're attaching a push stick to it right now so that a crew person can push it on or pull it off during the show.
So it makes it easy for the scene transitions.
Exactly, and also so the scene transitions happen seamlessly and without you seeing somebody. In the opening, for example, which happens in a steel mill, what we'll put on this pallet to the stage right side is actually a welding platform. And the welding platform actually has a practical trick in it that people will see that creates a spark effect so that we can simulate welding on stage. However, in the second scene, which takes place in a ballet studio, that pallet will get picked up and the welding table will get removed, and a giant window will get put in its place in the tracks so that we can go to the dance studio in the next scene and it'll have an entirely different look. We're catching, by the way, part of our electrics test downstage right now.
Okay.
They're testing the atmosphere machines, the fog machines that put this. These are our sliders.
Yeah.
Again, as you can see, back and forth. You can adjust it to different positions and different looks on the stage to create different visual patterns again. The other thing these platforms have, these towers have, is these screens right here. And these screens are operated by the actors who can lift them up or pull them down as necessary. And again, it creates different looks because we have a second level that's visible right now. If you lift this door up, you suddenly have no second level, but you also have a place down below where you can do scenery. Or we can sneak in tables and chairs for the bar, various things like that. The wonderful thing is you take all of these tricks and all of this technology, testing the sound effects to make sure that you take all of these tricks and all of these technologies and you use it as best you can to tell the story that you're trying to tell.
Don't miss the next Broadway Across America show that comes to Indy. Wicked runs from November the 13th to December the 1st.
Well, we've introduced you to hip-hop artist, firefighter, and deaf interpreter Radamez before on the show. Well, we gave him one more task, reporter. As our friend, Radamez sits down with the cast of the Heartland Film Festival's No Ordinary Hero. Our real-life hero introduces you to a film about unexpected heroes.
have with me Super Duffy. And if you could, please tell our audience a little bit about yourself. I am Super Duffy, and I am part of the movie No Ordinary Hero, the Super Duffy movie. And I have a super important role. I inspire deaf, hearing, hard of hearing children. That's my great role and my superpower.
As you can see, some of us are deaf and some of us are hearing. But this movie is for everyone because we have open captions, which makes it accessible for people who are hearing, who don't know sign language. You're going to be able to understand the signing. And people who are deaf and hard of hearing are going to be able to understand it with the captions. So it's fully accessible to everyone.
So the character Super Duffy, how did you come up with this? John Mosseri actually created Super Duffy in 1998, and the reason it was created was that when John was younger and he watched television, he watched Batman, Spider-Man, Superman, and he really wanted to be a superhero. But he didn't think he could because he was deaf. But as he became an adult, he realized it was time to create a superhero for deaf people, and that's what he is, Super Duffy.
This is our world premiere here in Indianapolis 2013, and we're trying to get the word out so we can show up in every city as possible for both hearing audiences and deaf audiences.
And find that information at www.superduffy.com. That's right. Just type it in. You want to see the film, put all your email information in, and we will contact you. So let's show the audience how to sign something. So could you pick a word that we can teach the audience? Okay, well, obviously I have to teach you the sign for Super Duffy. This sign is the I. This is the letter L for love. And this is the Y for you. And all these together, this is a sign for I love you. And then you cross them over, and this is the sign for Super Duffy because I love the world. Super Duffy. You want to go for a ride? All right, let's go. Woo! Super Duffy away.
Coming up, John takes us inside the Heartland Awards Gala.
And we're headed to a Halloween party downtown at O'Reilly's Pub. Plus, those tickets to see Steve Vai. Don't go anywhere.
Equipment for RSTV provided in part by Roberts Everything Photo, Everything Imaging. Elite Media, surround yourself. Mobile Network One, marketing help for small businesses. Clothing provided by Plato's Closet, your store, your style, your Plato's Closets. Visit our 2 Central Indiana locations. Closed captioning brought to you by Route 67. Great food, live entertainment, and most of all, lots of fun.
Let's do some drinks.
We've got karaoke 2 nights a week. We have live bands every weekend, great food always, small prices for a lot of food. We have also on Thursdays the Hog Wild Bike Night. It's sometimes a charitable event, but it's always great people, a lot of bikes, a good time. So I just want to welcome everybody out to have a big party in a small town. And let me, Ashley, make you a drink any weekend. I'm here every weekend, all the time.
This is Big George Sturgiopoulos from the Greek Islands restaurant, established in 1987. To my right here is Angela Sturgiopoulos, my sister, and to her right is Kelly, or better known as Gabriella, our house belly dancer. We just want everybody to know that you're always welcome here at the Greek Islands. Please come by, see us, have a fantastic meal, and I'll tell you what, we'll set your cheese on fire.
At Pure Eatery in Fountain Square, you'll find fresh, honest food, as well as a home for local artists to display their work. With an emphasis on healthy food, they make their dressings, aioli, and soups from scratch every morning, with most of their ingredients from local sustainable farms. Full bar, including local brews, and even the unique wine on tap system, will complement your meal at Pure Eatery.
I actually grew up here in Fountain Square, a couple blocks from where the Red Lion's at right now. And it's really cool from my point of view to be here 30 years later to actually have a restaurant in this area. You know?
All we ever drink and eat is fish and chips. It's got to be the batter. It's got to be very, very light and fresh, and it's exactly right. The cod is perfect. The chips are perfect.
This is a great place. It's buzzing. It's full. The food's great. Service is great. I'll be back.
Pearl Street is an excellent place to eat and have a great beer.
It's just very laid back, friendly. It's a great place for locals to go. It's a great place for people out of town to come check out.
So on with our journey of the films premiering here in Indianapolis. We are here with Maggie, Jill, and Phineas of the movie Life Inside Out. Welcome to Indianapolis, guys.
Thank you so much. Beautiful town.
Beautiful movie. You premiered at the Heartland Film Festival. Tell us a little bit, as the writer, or as a co-writer, about the plot of Life Inside Out.
Well, Life Inside Out is a movie about a mom of 3 teenage boys who reconnects with her lost love for music that she gave away when her mother died suddenly when she was in her late teens, and she reconnects with it and takes her youngest son, who's very unhappy in the family of sporty jockey fishermen, along with her to some open mic nights, and he kind of finds his own home. So by rediscovering her own passion, she sort of helps him find his own way too.
So you were playing a mother and a son, and in real life you guys are mother and son. How was that for you, Phineas, playing alongside with your mom?
I have a really good relationship with my mom, I think, but in a relationship with your mom, you still have issues, and she's your mom, and so you don't always think the other one's right about everything. So in this case, I had to turn that off a little bit because she wrote the film and is the real star of the film. So if she was like, I think you should read the line like this, or the director is my friend's mom, and it was all very like, okay. I had to take it, yeah.
And Jill, how did you, as a director, bring your vision to her original screenplay?
I read the screenplay and I fell in love with it. And Maggie and I did a lot of work in pre-production, just tightening things up and bringing, I was thinking visually. She had the written word down, and so I did a lot of thought visually how I wanted to tell that story. And worked a lot with our cinematographer, Guido Franzel, setting up the kinds of shots that I wanted to compose for each particular scene.
You're writing this story from a woman's perspective, a perspective of not quite finding that time to live your dream. How are women connecting to the storyline?
It was men too. Our first screening that we ever had, we were really kind of blown away by how many men came up to us saying, I totally cried, I laughed, I cried, because it's really just a story about being a human being and what it's like to
find yourself.
Yeah, find yourself and just live an authentic life, really.
You guys wrote a lot of the music that's in here. Tell me a little bit about performing, not just acting, but performing.
Well, I'm a performer. I have a band, and I write. As you said, we write our own songs. So I was relatively used to performing, but the film is done to playback in the club for continuity, and so we're singing, but it's a lot of lip syncing in the film, and that's tricky because you have to know exactly what your pre-recorded thing is, and if you take a breath in the recording, you have to go look like you're taking a breath. So that was an interesting component of it, and trying not to sweat a lot, so we didn't look like we're covered in water the whole time. Yeah.
It is definitely art mirroring life, mirroring art.
Call me when you find yourself, and I'll tell you what you want, yeah. There is no place I'd rather be right next to you, my dear. Call me when you find yourself, and I'll tell you what you want to hear. This is not the only way. It won't always be so unclear. No, oh, oh. No, oh, oh. No, oh, oh. Expect anyone to understand that it's not the life that you have
All right, guys, it's time for our Real Scene, Real Nightlife segment. So let's find out what's going on downtown.
All right, so tell me a little bit about O'Reilly's Pub. What is the history, the theme behind it?
We have been downtown Indianapolis for 7 years. My business partner, Keith, is from Ireland. He's from Dublin. He's been in the United States about 13 years. And we brought a little bit of Ireland here to Indianapolis. Irishness, I call it. This cocktail right here next to the bottle is it's 2 gingers whiskey with a little ginger beer and a splash of club soda. We have it on special for the next 2 months here. The club soda brings out the flavor of the other 2 ingredients very well.
And what other kind of drinks do you guys have here?
Besides 16 different Irish whiskeys we have all sorts of things. Many vodkas, scotches, bourbons, and whatnot. We have very educated clients who know what they like to drink. Good bourbons, good beers. They know what they like.
What kind of things are on the menu?
Mainly Irish fare. We have bangers and mash, Irish meatloaf, fish and chips, Guinness beef stew. We make our homemade chili with Smithwick's ale, Irish ale, and some great burgers like a bison burger, a lamb burger. We have very good stuff, and some American stuff too.
Your kitchen stays open till when?
3 a.m.
Full menu?
We have a late night menu after midnight.
All right, so tell us about your location. Where are you located at now?
We are downtown Indianapolis at 36 South Pennsylvania Street, 1 block north of Bankers Life Fieldhouse.
So that's good. So if you want a pregame, you come here, get you some shepherd's pie, maybe a bison burger, get some of that good whiskey there, maybe a Skittles vodka, get loaded, and then walk right on down there. You don't even have to call a cab.
Don't even have to call a cab to go to the Pacers game or any concert that's going on down the street.
Perfect location.
Perfect location.
What's your favorite thing on the menu?
There's a Caster's lamb burger. Amazing. Black olives, tzatziki sauce, cucumbers. Phenomenal. On a pita. On a pita.
Is it the whiskey? Is it the food? What is it?
You know what? The food's great. I'm not a big whiskey drinker. I'm a big tequila fan. I do love the tequila here. I'm more of a beer drinker. Just they have a great selection on beer.
I like it. I'm having a good time.
What are you drinking?
The Zombie Dust.
Zombie Dust.
I love the environment. They always have good beer specials, and the owner loves the Blackhawks, so we can usually watch the games here.
What about the food? Do you eat here?
Yeah, it's delicious.
What's your favorite thing on the menu?
I always get the club.
The club?
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
It's delicious. And the sweet potato fries, so good.
Ooh, that sounds good. Have you guys tried the Skittles infused vodka?
No, we haven't, but that might be a good birthday shot.
I think you should go for that.
The Skittles infused.
Skittles infused
vodka shot.
I haven't had it yet, but I'm telling you I'm going to.
Skittles and vodka sound good.
You're going to try that too?
I'm going to try that too, and some cheesesteak.
That might be the best thing I've ever had in terms of liquor. That is good.
It's a big bag of Skittles vodka with 2 bottles of, two big bag of Skittles with 2 bottles of Pinnacle vodka.
So how do you make it? Like, I mean, do you scrunch up the Skittles? Do you put it in a blender? You just throw it in there?
Throw it in a big jar. The vodka sucks off the sugar in about an hour, and it tastes like Skittles.
How are the nachos?
They're really good. The cheese dip's really good.
I normally drink beer. We normally come here on Saturdays with Michigan football or any kind of football games going on.
Everybody in Indianapolis, Indiana should come to O'Reilly's. This is one of the nicest, coolest chill spots in the city, and I recommend it.
So when someone asks you on the menu, what's good? What should I order? What do you tell them?
I get the fish and chips every time I'm in here. I love it. It's delicious. But the Reuben is fantastic. People always enjoy that. And then if you want something lighter, the buffalo chicken tenders are awesome. So.
All right, now this is my favorite part. It's the food. All right, Joel, what do we have? What's on this plate?
Irish meatloaf, a 50-year-old recipe, house-made mashed potatoes with Guinness gravy.
So the gravy's made from scratch, obviously.
Yes.
With Guinness.
Yes, it is.
Uh-oh. All right, and what's over here?
This is our fish and chips, North Atlantic cod fish and chips.
So this is what you told me was probably the most popular thing on the menu.
Yes, that's it. We have 12 daily lunch specials for under $7. There's nothing on our dinner menu that's over $13.
Well, you couldn't ask for more from O'Reilly's. They have great Irish food, great Irish whiskey, not to mention they are in walking distance from Bankers Life Fieldhouse, which is a great place to come in pregame. The kitchen stays open till 3 a.m. They put Skittles in their vodka, and they have great service. And as everyone around here says, O'Reilly's is just like a home away from home.
Coming up next, we meet some of the nation's filmmakers that are making a difference and getting awarded for it. Plus, tickets to see Steve Vai.
Join Skybar and Skybar Live every Saturday night for Blend. DJ Matt Allen and special guests blend your favorite top 40, hip-hop, rock, and house music for a unique club experience with video, dancers, and more. For more information, follow us online. Real Scene TV and Mobile Network One want to invite you to the 10-year anniversary celebration of Murphy Lee's debut album. It's going to take place November 15th at Beale Street Live. For more information, check us out on Facebook. Need a photographer to capture that special moment in your life? T. Alvarez with Spoken For Photography has the ability to make you feel comfortable and capture the most intimate and stolen moments. Weddings, headshots, engagement photos, senior pictures, and more. If a picture is worth 1,000 words, make sure your picture is spoken for.
Got a small business that needs marketing help? Contact Mobile Network One. With over 20 years of experience, they can help you get your business on track. Services are not limited, but include event management and street teams. To meet with a Mobile Network One team member, contact Isaac Daniels.
Taps and Dolls is the tavern with a twist, located in the heart of downtown Indianapolis. The Dolls can serve you one of over 50 beers they have on tap, and the kitchen is open late to satisfy your hunger needs. Gather your friends and play a round of pool 7 nights a week, or dance the night away with some of Indy's best DJs on Friday and Saturday nights. Taps and Dolls is located on South Meridian Street, across from Blue and right above 6.
247 Sky Bar. The class and sophistication of the yesterday meet the chic modern style of today's nightlife. Take a step back in time and up to the next level. 247 Sky Bar. Featuring nostalgic decor, ample seating, laid-back music, and the classiest drinks in downtown Indianapolis. 247 Sky Bar is located at 247 South Meridian, within walking distance of all major downtown attractions and hotels.
And now, introducing 247 Sky Bar Live, located next door to 247 Sky Bar. Take your concert experience to new heights at our ideally located venue in downtown Indianapolis. Check out the concert series by visiting us on Facebook. At 247 Sky Bar Live, the sky's the limit.
What do you get when you blend the tanginess of a fresh squeezed orange with French vanilla? Orange Cream Infusion by Indiana Vodka. Handcrafted in the heartland.
Let's do some drinks!
We've got karaoke 2 nights a week. We have live bands every weekend, great food always, small prices for a lot of food. We have also on Thursdays the Hog Wild Bike Night. It's sometimes a charitable event, but it's always great people, a lot of bikes, a good time. So I just want to welcome everybody out to have a big party in a small town. And let me, Ashley, make you a drink any weekend. I'm here every weekend, all the time.
The Heartland Film Festival started right here in Indianapolis 22 years ago to give films with heart a place to be showcased. Now, Heartland has become one of the country's top film festivals. John got the chance to go inside the awards ceremony and gala that honored these filmmakers for their crafts.
There's a lot of films that come in and out. How does Heartland go through all that and pick the films that show here at the festival?
Well, it is a really big job. Every single film that gets submitted is watched 3 times in its entirety before we make any decision about it. And then it continues on through the process through interns and programmers, juries, and finally the grand prize winner. So by the time an award-winning film starts at the festival, it's probably been seen in its entirety about 18 times.
You've been in other film festivals. What makes Heartland unique compared to other film festivals?
Look, it's probably the fact that it has 1,000 volunteers. And it's actually through that you meet a lot of the local people.
It brings filmmakers from all over the United States, all over countries, and you're getting inspiring films that you just don't see anywhere.
And just seeing the Q&A with all the filmmakers and getting to know a little bit more about them, it was just a great different dynamic for the gala.
It's probably the most organized, and I mean, I've never been black tie at a festival before. So they just do everything top notch. It's been really great. We fell in love with the philosophy of the festival, and we hoped that they would love us as much as we loved them. And we just jumped for joy when Tim called us and said, your film is in. So yeah, we always wanted this to be our premiere, and our dream came true.
A film is storytelling. And I think sometimes, especially with documentaries, that we forget that documentaries should be good storytelling. People go to movies to be moved emotionally, to to watch an amazing story, to be transported to another place.
I had an absolute blast. It was my first time being involved with Heartland, and obviously I've worked with Jeff in the past on some things that have known about the festival and the high regard with which the filmmakers hold this festival, and to be a part of it and to be nervous back there for some of these filmmakers was fantastic.
I love how Heartland encourages and wants the filmmakers to be a part of this as much as they want people to be a part of watching these films. So just being able to connect with people and talk with people afterwards is worth it.
Heartland is about films that inspire. Films that when you walk out of the theater, hopefully you're a little bit better of a person than when you walked in. Heartland is about inspiring audiences and inspiring filmmakers, because we want these filmmakers to go out and make more films like the ones they made for Heartland.
What makes you want to go into film? You've done 2 films that have made it. What makes you want to continue to do this?
Honestly, it's just affecting people, the audience, like awareness. When people come up to me and they're like, I really like what you're doing, I like the stories that you're telling, that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to tell stories and affect people.
Films nonstop for 10 days. It has the gala, which we're at now. It has opening and closing night. It also has places where you can have all the filmmakers to come together and actually ask some questions.
I've just been going to screenings of my films and talking to the audience and doing lots of Q&As. It's been really fun.
What is unique about Indianapolis and the Heartland Film Festival?
It's fantastic. It's just they've been so gracious and welcoming, and the audiences have been fantastic. So we're very happy to be here.
It's an amazing festival. It's a good town, good community, volunteer strong, very open arms. Literally, it's one of the best festival environments that I've been in.
And there you have it, all the inside scoop from this year's Heartland Film Festival. Congratulations to all of the filmmakers. And a special thank you tonight to Bernie Martin and Katu for tonight's dress attire. Thank you so much, and to learn more, go to realscenetv.com.
We like to thank Bernie Martin for that dapper tux that John wore to the awards. For more information on Katu, visit katuwear.com.
Steve Vai is a rock guitarist who's played in several bands since his start in the 1980s. Log on to our Facebook page and tell us one of the bands that he's played in, and we'll pick a winner in random to see him in concert.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you again in 2 weeks. Let me fix my hair. And cut.
Edit. Take 2.
And now, no, see? And now, the Heartland Film Festival. Dang it, I was concentrating so hard on saying gala, right? And we like to thank Bernie Martin. Is that right? Because I almost said Bernie Mac.
Real Scene TV is brought to you by Top Shelf Productions.